I used to love Christmas. The twinkling lights, the smell of pine, and the excitement of presents under the tree. But that all changed when I met Santa Claus. It was a few years ago, on a particularly cold and snowy Christmas Eve. I'd been feeling a bit down, so I decided to take a walk to clear my head. As I trudged through the snow, I noticed a figure in the distance. It was a man dressed in a red suit with a long white beard and a twinkle in his eye. At first, I thought it was just someone playing dress-up for the holiday, but as I got closer, I realized that this was no ordinary man. He introduced himself as Santa Claus, and at first, I was thrilled. I'd always believed in the magic of Christmas, and meeting Santa seemed like a dream come true. But as we talked, I started to notice something off about him. His eyes seemed to bore into my soul, and his smile didn't quite reach them. Santa began to tell me strange stories about the true nature of Christmas. He spoke of ancient rituals and dark sacrifices, of a time when the holiday was not about joy and giving, but about something much more sinister. I laughed it off at first, thinking it was just a strange joke. But as the night went on, his words began to fill me with an overwhelming sense of dread. I tried to leave, but Santa wouldn't let me go. He told me that I was chosen, that I had a special role to play in bringing back the true spirit of Christmas. I didn't understand what he meant, but I knew that I had to get away from him. I ran through the snow, my heart pounding in my chest. But no matter how far I ran, Santa was always there, his laughter echoing in the still night air. I felt like I was losing my mind, like I had stumbled into some kind of nightmare. When I finally made it home, I thought I was safe. But that's when the nightmare started. Every night, I would dream of Santa Claus, his eyes burning into mine as he whispered dark secrets in my ear. I tried to tell myself that it was just my imagination running wild, but deep down, I knew that something was terribly wrong. As Christmas approached, the nightmares grew more intense. I could feel Santa's presence everywhere I went, his twisted version of the holiday seeping into every corner of my life. I tried to tell myself that it was all in my head, but then strange things started happening. Presents would appear under my tree that I hadn't bought, and every time I looked in the mirror, I saw Santa's face staring back at me. I knew then that I couldn't escape him, that he had somehow become a part of me. On Christmas Eve, as I lay awake in bed, dreading what the night might bring, I heard sleigh bells outside my window. And then, in the darkness, I saw him, Santa Claus, his eyes burning with an unholy light as he reached out to me. I don't know what happened next. All I can remember is waking up in a cold sweat, the sound of sleigh bells still ringing in my ears. But as I write this, I can feel Santa's presence closing in on me once again. I don't know what he wants from me or how to escape his terrible grasp. All I can do is hope that someone will read this and understand the true nature of Christmas. It's not all joy and light. There is darkness lurking just beneath the surface, and once it takes hold of you, there is no escaping its terrible consequences.